Is your identity in who you're attracted to? Is your identity your sex drive? Hi, my name is Chloe Schoen. I am 20, and when I was 15, I had an encounter with the Lord. Before that, I was out as bisexual to a lot of friends and some family. And when I encountered the Lord, it was during COVID. It was just this moment of submission where I had always known God was real, but I was just angry because I felt like I couldn't be who I was. I felt like God didn't like how he made me. I felt like I was that way, and there was something in the Bible that just rejected me. And so I felt rejection from the church and from God. But when I was 15 and I had this moment where I just felt the love of God, and it was like for the first time ever. And I just knew that I needed to submit it to him. It wasn't about denying who I thought I was. It wasn't about my works or anything. I knew the Bible, I knew what it had said, but it never really meant anything to me. And it was just kind of this moment where I was tired of running from what I knew to be true. I knew there had to be a God. I knew God had to be real. I had read the Bible and I knew the story of Jesus had to be real. But I also knew there was no compromise, that his word is true. It says that homosexuality is wrong and sex outside of marriage is wrong. And so when I encountered the Lord, I just knew that I had to give it to him. It wasn't about changing my life or anything. It was just about surrendering it to him, and then he took care of it. And in that, I received so much freedom. I had struggled with self-harm, depression, anxiety, and just suicidal thoughts. And it was this kind of constant battle in my mind of like not liking who I was and not wanting to really be alive because I felt like there was no point to anything. I felt like there was nothing worth doing in this world. But when I gave it to him and I felt that love, he gave me a purpose, he gave me a new identity, he gave me so much love that I just knew I could never deserve on my own. And more than that, he ended up taking away all my same-sex attraction. He took away all my anxiety and the suicidal thoughts and tendencies. And after a while, I had another encounter with the Lord where I found my name in the Bible and I didn't even know it was in the Bible. God just told me to open 1 Corinthians, and I opened it up, and on the first page was my name, Chloe. And it was just this whole moment of breaking that last bit of depression off of me. That spiritual stronghold that I had on my life was just gone. And now to this day, I can walk knowing who I am and whose I am, that my identity is only in him, and that everything on this earth, it's temporary. The only things worth pursuing are those that are eternal. And in that, I have found wisdom and peace, and I can just trust that the one who made me for a reason and with a purpose, and I can trust his design. Now, I'm walking with the Lord, and it's a journey. God doesn't promise that life will be easy, but it's worth living now.